why Balefire messaged me. But I guess we're gonna figure this out right now. Let me eat this fish. Get rid of that fish. Did bro just ask me about fishing? What? Not the person I thought would ask me about fishing, but okay. This is a little bit strange. Paula's awake, Rose awake. I could tell them what's going on. Let's play it by ear first, just to see. I don't want to incite a panic into them. I don't think it would be a cause for a panic, but I don't know. Have you fished any Nautilus shells? I can't get them in the end, so no, I have not. This man is still wanting to build an embassy here in the end, and I don't know if I'm still a fan of that. Because if it does go anywhere, it needs to go into Blackthorn. And it'll be close enough to my house where the location should be for it, which would be like possibly somewhere right there. There's really no one else around at the moment. It's kind of quiet. Sundew's asleep. Still have no confirmation or anything at all from Violet. We have not seen Violet in a very long time now. So I hope Violet's okay wherever they are. It's a once in a blue moon occurrence. Don't get me wrong, I like Helene. But I feel bad that whenever she wakes up, all we do is just like trauma dump on her. So I do feel bad about that. So probably just send her something. Be like, I'm sorry, we always trauma dump on you every time you wake up. Like, here's a gift or whatever. So oh, we'll figure it out.
Hey.
Hey.
Helene wants to talk now.
Okay. Let me put this stuff up.
Okay. This looks nice so far.
Yeah, I was gonna do it like this, but it looks better when it's all composters, so.
That makes sense.
I flattened out that mountain too.
What mountain? Oh, that one?
Yeah, that whole hill.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Apparently, there's been more information about the goblins at the tea party Helen went to, so now we have to tell Papa.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
You already get a hold of Apollo?
I have to figure out where he is. I'm just gonna waste him back to the castle.
Okay. Why's your hair pink?
Seems that is the question.
Skylar put a disguise spell on my hair.
Okay.
So, glamour.
Yes.
You could just say Skylar dyed your hair.
It's not dye, though.
Okay.
It'll go away in the morning unless I reset it.
Okay.
I told him to come here. I don't know exactly where he is, honestly.
Do you think he could be? Perhaps.
Oh, he said he's here already. He's probably in. Yeah, he was in his
There
room.
he is.
Hello.
Hi.
That's good.
Yeah, where do you want to go, Helen? Well, I'm just gonna make it.
I believe we should properly inform General Commander Amaterasu about the goblins, including your situation. I understand it is not a topic you wish to discuss so often, but I believe with the information that has been given to us by the High Lady herself.
So after my military training, or I think it was after, in the midst of the Goblin War, when we were mostly on the defense of trying to keep goblins out of the end, at some point the goblins had taken me to a camp where they held me captive and wanted information. That's how I have the scar on my back. Apollo can read the things that we found again if they want to, or someone else can. I do not wish to. But
I can.
Okay. But since then, I've been in talks with Helia and Arlo. And Helia stated that she was also captured and taken. I was only gone for 6 days. Helia was taken for 5 years. They tortured and experimented on her. They kind of did the same thing to me. And Arlo, his sister, is missing. He said that goblins took her. And given the fact that Helia is a fiery, I am a voidling, and Arlo and his sister were shrieklings, that is each of the head, each of the ruling origins. The voidlings in the end, the fieries in the nether, and then the shrieklings in the overworld. They each reign over their own kingdom. And they have for a really long time. So Helia discovered an area where she was held captive. She got information from there. And then if someone else wants to describe what we found, I do not wish to.
We found the remnants of the camp that the goblins had took Rowena to. However, the camp is still in use, or it was. We found 2 logbooks, one detailing what happened to Rowena when she was first kidnapped, and another that has It is written by a goblin who has been given the task to kill Rowena. I can read out both of them. However, would you prefer the most recent one or the original?
Let us start with the original.
Mm-hmm. Day 1, target taken. Captured the voidling.
Before you start, trigger warning. Trigger warning.
Yes. Day 1, target taken. Captured the voidling today. She put up a fight. She injured Curve badly. She is trained, but doesn't fight with intent. We can tell she is not one for violence. Captive's name is Rowena Graves. She is rumored to be close with the royal Agneil family. With what we have planned, she should talk soon. Day 2, annoyed. She is annoying. She will not give up any information no matter what we do to her. We've tried cutting, slashing, stabbing, nothing. Day 3. She will not talk still. We cannot start an answer without information on her origins. We made a deep wound in her back and left the dagger in. The immense pain will get her to talk. Update. It did not get her to talk. She ended up getting loose from the ropes and ripping the dagger out herself. We chained her up to the ceiling. She won't be getting out of that. I need a drink. Day 4. Injections. She still won't speak. She does nothing now. She just stares. She doesn't move. She doesn't fight. She just watches us. We started on injections. She doesn't seem to be affected. Update. Waited a couple hours. The only thing the injections did was make her vomit and then pass out. Unsure if she'll remember this. The black marks on her feet spread. Black marks started appearing on her ears. Day 5. Fed up. We are fed up. We drink because she does not speak. We inject her without knowing what it will do. She does not stop staring. It's becoming unsettling. We can complain. She knows. Update. She spoke. She did not give us information. She tried to seduce Curve so he would let her go. It almost worked. I was lucky I was on watch tonight. Curve is an idiot. She also said that we would pay for doing this. She said we would rot in the void. She said she would enjoy watching our bodies decay into nothing. We are nothing. She's grown violent. We sent word to the Nadarian camp. We asked how they got their fire to speak. They must have information on how they did it. We need to get answers from her or we will kill her today. All goblins look fed up here at Nadarian camp. They want blood. They want information. They started scouting a different voidling. Update. The camp is breached. We are being slaughtered. The king. And then the rest of the page is just covered in dry blood. Do you want to discuss that first, or do we want the other one as well now?
The black marks, your voidling marks.
Mm-hmm.
So if they figured how to make your voidling marks spread, they could figure out how to replicate it on someone else, no?
Don't know.
Let us move on to the next one.
Entry number 1. Was sent on a mission. Still have no idea who is giving me my orders, but they know who I am. I was told to scout the area of an old camp. Entry number 2. Found the camp. It looks like someone was held here and tortured years ago. There's dried blood on the floor. Whoever they took suffered greatly. Entry number 3. I've been here a week. No one has found this area. I know who was taken. Rowena Graves was her name. I cannot say I envy the position she was in. I cannot stand to read any further into the logbook. I was there. I remember. I'm putting it back. I never want to touch it again. Entry number 4. Rowena owns their winery now. I got curious and bought some wine. It's good. Great even. I'm glad she wasn't killed, given this is what she can do with wine. I cannot lie. I did not try to make contact with her. It just happened. Meeting the subject they want me to kill in such a casual way. I'm having second thoughts. And that is where it ends.
So this goblin has had contact with you.
Apparently.
That narrows it down to literally everybody.
Well, it also begs the question, how did we not know it was a goblin?
That is...
Unless they were successful in their experiments in some way. All we know as of right now is that they took one member of each of the ruling family origins. Who knows what other species they could have taken?
Well, let's say that they have figured out how to replicate, or give themselves the same marks, I guess, as voidlings. What do we do in that situation?
We need to figure out how to lure them out.
Is that safe?
As of right now, I do not believe we should. We have too little information to do so.
Well, then what was you told at the tea party then?
It was basically the same thing. How we already know that Helia was tortured and found at the camp. That was all we were told. But I do not believe we shouldn't leave the general out of this if it also concerns you. It means safety.
Yes, I would appreciate being kept in the loop on all security concerns.
Now you know how I feel.
That means a goblin can be anywhere.
It also means there's a chance a goblin could be on castle grounds if they are stalking Rowena. If that is their goal, this is where she spends the most time. Here in the winery.
And they know about her winery. And they have bought from her winery.
I put a logbook, so people have to log their visits into the winery. I don't know if they will, but that's what I did.
You should put up posters, or at least some sort of notice to the kingdoms about logging their entries.
That's a good idea.
Well, it's right in
Hopefully.
front of the door, so they would be willingly ignoring it if they walk in there.
I feel that there's a goblin. I can't imagine they have much moral standing with anything.
But you see why I didn't want to summarize this to you.
Yes, I understand.
So where do you want to go from here, Helen?
There's not much we can do from the given we still have such little information.
No,
The
but
only
you
thing
can
we
put
can
in
do-
precautions.
Yes, but the only thing we can really do now is wait.
Always go back to the camp.
It's unfortunate, but yes, that waiting is our only option at the moment.
Yes, but there's also the fact that Rowena actively has a target on her back. And if they are planning to continue experiments, I do not believe they will take Rowena again, which means other voidlings are at risk.
Anyone can be at risk.
Yes, but if they're going after the crown, Rowena was taken because they believed she'd have strong ties with us.
But also, if they succeeded with their experiments already, there's potential that someone else could be taken to expand on their knowledge.
Yes, well, it does not seem as if they were quite successful.
Maybe not fully.
All they talk about, that's what all they talk about, is how annoying Rowena was.
Seems like
Verbal
the pot calling the kettle
information,
black,
perhaps. But what about biological?
What do you mean biological?
How many times did they inject you?
I don't
How
know.
many times did they stab you?
I don't know.
That is exactly why they can get blood, they can get anything just from harming you. injecting you, your void marks spread.
Mm-hmm.
Verbal information they may not have gotten out of you, but there are signs.
Not like I can control that, Helen.
I understand that, but that is still information they can get.
I do not believe they got much, though.
Most likely not. But there is still a possibility that I am not willing to rule out.
That's why I do not believe they'll be going back to that camp anytime soon. So,
If that camp you said was in use recently, is there any other camp that we are aware of in the end?
No.
Should we start searching for them? Because if they had found active or at least recent camps in the Nether, who knows if there are active or recent camps in the end.
Believe me, a lot of my off time will be spent searching for them.
Very well. I do want more safety.
I don't think we can afford to just wait. There's
You
a little bit
literally
that can be
just...
done while waiting.
Alright.
Something I suggest to you all, if you see anyone in the end, no matter how much you trust them, check their passes and always check the logbook to make absolute certain that they are
Yeah,
logged
that's
in.
kind of a given anyway.
Because there is a good chance that someone may be trying to slip through undetected.
Then I propose an idea then.
What's that?
No matter who it is that comes to the portal, they have to have an Endirian escort.
I am not opposed to this. I think it is a good idea to always have a watchful eye on any form of visitor.
I agree. Then I will write it down and enact it as soon as possible.
What about the decree that Vincent wrote? What do you want to do with that?
I will have to look it over.
Okay. About strongholds. There's been 2 other ones that have been found. One is underneath the home of someone named Atticus, who is a wolfkin in the overworld. And then another one was found by Rowena, and we have the waystone to that one. I don't know if either of those stronghold portals at the end have been lit.
Destroy them.
That's a bit easier said than done.
I
The
do
main
believe
one
it's
took a
something.
great deal of magic to destroy.
I do believe it's also something we should discuss with the High Vassal.
It compromises safety if they remain standing. That means anyone can traverse the end just by igniting those portals. That means unwanted beings can travel throughout the end.
And also takes him to the May Island.
Mhm.
The main island where they could respawn the dragon at any moment, so.
Which is highly illegal.
Yes, and among other issues, it's just worrisome. Is there any possibility that we could block off where they would end up if they were to enter one of those portals?
I mean, we know where they would end up. I have a waystone to the area would be.
Yes.
We did dig it out so that way we could access it, but if we want, we could just cover it in obsidian.
I think until we can take care of the portals, that would be a great temporary option.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It would
I
prevent
will
easy access.
I will speak to the High Vessel about it. However, I still want those destroyed.
Well, one of them might be a little harder since it's directly under someone's home.
And
And
he
also-
refuses to show us where.
Didn't
And
refuse Sundew.
also,
Correct. But Sundew does not feel comfortable. 'Cause
No.
we cannot force her to do something if she does not.
but also, Jura gave me information on Atticus. She thinks he tried to bribe her to join so she would join him in inciting a rebellion in the overworld.
In
Sorry?
the overworld.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She was given a chest by Atticus full of materials, emerald blocks, diamond blocks, and golden blocks, along with a very weird, ominous banner. Not the ominous banners that you get from raids, but just he physically made this banner. And he said him and Jura think alike, and they seem to want the same things and the same ideals. He's not happy with how the Wolfkins have been treated, apparently, within the overworld. And he doesn't think that the High Vessel is doing anything to make change, and change is not coming quick enough for him, is what Jura had told me. So, there's that issue, and the fact that he came to an Endirian citizen to recruit them. I can only imagine he wants to spread the ideals into the end.
That's concerning to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
And Jura of all people.
Yes. I told her, she told Vincent and me right away. I told her to play along. Appease him.
And that may be our best bet, so we can have someone who can actually feed us information about it.
Mm-hmm.
Things we want done. There will be Endirian escorts for every visitor we have.
There is something else I would. Balefire. He wishes to build an
Emissary.
embassy. Yes.
Yes.
We are aware of that, yes.
Yeah. I feel, due to everything that is happening, especially if there is a coup attempt happening in the overworld, that we should perhaps delay that as much as possible.
We can absolutely postpone it.
And that is why I said that I'd rather wait. It was brought up during the tea party, but I feel currently it is unnecessary to have an embassy, especially if we have limbo.
It's the same thing.
Exactly. So, therefore, I do not see it necessary, but this conversation brings my want for an embassy even lower.
I was indifferent to the matter originally, but given the amount of new information, I would rather not even entertain the idea at the moment.
I've been against it. I do not trust Balefire.
I
Just
don't
based
need.
on what Jura has told me about him.
I've
Yes.
just been appeasing him and his idea, so.
I do not trust him.
I must say I have not spoken with him at length, so I cannot form a personal opinion, but I trust your judgment. So, if you're against the idea, then I am more than happy to, at the very least, temporarily deny it.
Is there anything else besides what is going on in this current conversation?
No.
Very well. I have much to work on. I will form the new law on escorts for visitors, and I will try to set a time to meet with the High Vessel.
It is a good plan.
As for security, I do want you two to try and keep as much watch as you can over the Waystone and the logbooks and the passes.
Absolutely. We live on either side of it, so it is quite difficult for us to miss someone coming through.
What of the Eternal Portal?
Is it still active?
No.
No? Okay. I wasn't
I
sure if it was working or
deactivated
not.
it.
Then let us keep it deactivated then. That is another way, and especially if Captain Arlo knows about it, no doubt he could spread the information of it and show the location. Therefore, I'd rather keep it deactivated.
It's a good plan.
Rowena, may I speak with you privately?
Sure.
The rest of you are dismissed.
I think we should at the very least wait for the official decree. But as soon
What
as
about the
that
escort?
goes out, yes.
I was gonna enforce it automatically.
We should. If you see anyone come through, yes, but announcing it, especially so soon after a royal tea party, is a bit concerning. No, just let's just let as many people know as we can.
I just fell through the floor.
I saw
That's so embarrassing.
you swim out of the wall there.
Hi.
No. You good?
She put restrictions on me.
What?
Similar to
That's
the
not funny.
Viscounts.
I have to have either you or Zack with me at all times.
She put you on house arrest?
Not house
Oh
arrest.
no, you have to be with your boyfriend.
Yeah,
who
wait.
you're always with.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, she didn't even want to put me with anybody because she doesn't trust any of you, apparently.
Oh, well, that's great.
Oh.
But
well,
Zachary could never hurt anyone. Look at him.
He's been with
He's
us
got
for
green
a
hair.
very long time.
She didn't give me, she says I can leave the end. I just have to, someone has to be with me at all times. That's it.
I understand your pain here. Except actually, it makes so much more sense for you. I'm fully on board with this decision.
Yeah, great.
Hello.
You wanted to talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want to go somewhere more private?
You're not really gonna have a private conversation with this. Anywhere where I go, he has to go.
Okay.
Do you want to go somewhere though? Like, do you want to speak? Like,
Probably not by the Waystone.
where do you want to go?
I guess we can go to your winery. That's the only place I know in the end. I don't know if I should have waited for Helia, but I found I went to the place where my sister was kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
There
Do
is.
you want?
Hmm?
Do you want me to read it out loud? Like,
You don't have to if you don't desire. I just know it was by Ophelia's village. In your world, they have a little underground base that I found. There is a prison cell and blood everywhere, I guess. It seems like it was raided. Somehow. But I found the prison cell and my sister's heart.
so she's dead.
Correct.
How do you feel about that?
Not great, if I'm being honest. But I'm glad it's. I'm glad I have confirmation.
Right. Is there more?
That was mostly what I found. Just chests of cobwebs and a few items for weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
There was no body. So I don't know what happened.
Right. Well, obviously they removed her heart. So.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. A wooden heart is...
I'm glad they didn't get to keep it.
They didn't keep it.
It was dropped on the floor, so I'd assume during the attack they lost it. Or whatever
Okay.
happened.
Does it say that they dropped it on the floor in the book?
No.
Then how do you know they dropped it on the floor, Arlo?
Well, it was placed on the floor. I don't know.
Oh. You found it on the floor.
Yes. I found it on the floor outside of the prison cell.
Are you sure that's something you want to keep on you?
Usually, Shrieklings go to our catacombs and we put our beloved ones, our loved ones' hearts under catacomb. So that's probably my next step.
Okay.
Are you saying I shouldn't keep it on me?
Do whatever feels right for you.
Yeah, but I just wanted to update you on the situation. I don't know when we should speak to Helia again. But,
I don't know. We won't get a chance to have another private conversation, though.
is everything okay over here?
We updated Helen. And she put restrictions on me, basically. I can't go anywhere without someone with me at all times.
For the good of your protection, or?
Yeah. That's what she says. So,
Are you happy about that?
it was either that or I couldn't leave the end altogether, so.
Did you do something to cause this?
Nope. Well, if I do something you mean get kidnapped by goblins, then yeah, sure, I did something.
Not your fault. Okay. Well, let me know if you need anything. I'll try to be around.
Yeah. I'll let you know. Thanks for the update.
Of course. Sorry if I interrupted you with anything.
I'm just going back to the castle.
Okay. This is fucking stupid. Hey,
Hi.
you okay?
Sure.
It's kind of stupid with your restrictions.
Yeah. Um, I was just gonna say if you don't want to, if you don't want to be the one who has to basically guard me, you don't have to. I can just rely on Ama.
I mean, I never said I didn't want to. I just think it's dumb that you have a restriction put on you in the first place.
Right. Are you fine?
I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of caught you stress fishing, so
Yeah.
I don't think you are.
Kind of also feels like, from what Apollo, was it Apollo that said it, or was it Ama?
Said what? I don't know what you're referring to.
I'm trying to remember. Something about Helen not trusting us or something.
I said that.
Oh, you did?
I said that she initially didn't want anyone guarding me because she didn't trust anyone enough to. Because the goblin could be anyone at this point.
Then why do the restriction in the first place then? That's what I don't understand.
Because she doesn't want me unguarded. It was either I don't ever leave the end, or...
Like, ever?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Or someone watches me. Oh.
Well, I mean, that's part of my deal anyways, to protect you, so...
Your job is to watch and protect the heirs, not me.
The heirs is part of the night job. You is because you're my girlfriend.
Mm. Okay.
You want to go do something or anything to clear your mind?
I mean, I was building, so that's what I was doing. If you have anything you need to do, then continue to do it, but...
I mean, I can finish this another day. The fox isn't going anywhere.
Well, I know, I just feel bad that it's in a hole, so...
Eh, it'll be fine. He's still got the lead on him, so he's okay. He's just sitting there. I'll put him a chicken in there in a little bit then. that friendship won't last long, but I mean, at least I'll have a snack afterwards, so.
Yeah, no. Um, I was just gonna go back to the castle. I just wanted to ask how you were doing, but if you need to do anything, I'll just be there, so you don't have to watch me or anything.
No, I mean, I know where you are, so. Plus, if you're over at the shrine area, you're closer to me that way either, too, so.
Right.
Not like you're that far away from me.
No.
And plus, I'm not gonna hover over you and breathe down your neck.
Yeah.
I'd rather not piss you off, to be honest.
Why would that piss me off?
Well, because I mean, at that point, it would feel like you couldn't do anything.
Right.
I feel like it'd be more. Not in a literal sense, of you being like tied down. It just feel like you're being tied down. Don't really want to do that.
I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to, guard or watch me. I'll just have Amma do it.
Oh. I don't mind doing it.
Zack, I don't want you to.
Is there a reason why?
If I need someone, I'll get Apollo or Amma.
Do you not trust me?
I do.
Well, then help me understand why. Oh, if there's anything I can help you get through, I want to do it. It's what I'm here for.
You shouldn't have to deal with this with everything else you have going on, with having to keep eyes on Apollo and Christark.
Pretty sure Apollo would agree that he would want me to watch, or not, you know what I mean? Like, help you.
I just...
Look, at the end of the day, you are the one I care about the most. Apollo and Christark are a priority as well, but you are my top priority. To me.
I really wish you wouldn't say those things.
Why?
Because then that just makes this harder.
Do you really just want it to be only Amma and Apollo?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Why?
apologies for the effects. I did drink a little bit already.
You're fine.
But I am still sober enough to listen.
So the restrictions you put on Ro, are they ever gonna go away or no?
I can't say yes or no as of right now, as she has an active target on her back. I don't know how many goblins are out there, and who knows if it was just one goblin who issued the order. That is what worries me. Because these camps were recent, and if there are multiple, then that alludes to more than one goblin. That is why I am unsure if they will ever go away. I don't want to put restrictions on her. She is not royal family, but I do not wish anything bad to happen to her.
I don't either, but she won't even let me protect her. She only wants Amma and Apollo.
How often does she speak with Amma? Do you know?
Not unless it's something important. Usually she's around either me or Apollo most of the time, so...
That is why I wanted her to stick with either you or Apollo. Because if the book said they had spoke to her briefly, that means they must have not had many interactions with Rowena. Therefore, I want someone who interacts with her a lot, because they are more likely to be trusted in comparison to someone who hasn't.
Yeah, I get it. And she literally just told me just now she doesn't want me protecting her. And I don't know why she didn't tell me.
I had talked to her privately after you all had left, and that is when I told her that I wanted at least some sort of security on her. But the fact that she does not want your protection...
Because I mean, I know Apollo and Christark are a priority as well for me to protect. That's a given.
Yes.
And I'm around them 90% more than Amma ever is. But it still kind of stands that she is also mine to protect as well. But she won't let me. She told me she doesn't want me.
That also brings me to something I did want to speak to you about. I do want to make you Spymaster. However, I do not want you telling anyone. That includes Rowena.
Okay.
I need that apothecary book from her.
I don't think I can get it from her. I think she keeps it in her ender chest.
Oh, then you may have to convince her of it. Or at least lending it to you so that you can at least make some sort of copy. But regardless, I need it for in case anything else happens, because Vincent his condition is already a concern. Anything helps, and as Spymaster, hopefully you'll be able to get information also out of Rowena as well. Because I doubt she tells me everything.
Okay, do you want me to only report to you then?
Yes. Vincent will not be aware of this either.
The only two people that are ever gonna know is just me and you.
Yes.
Okay. I can do that. But getting that book from her is gonna... I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do that. Especially with what just happened, I don't think she wants to talk to me.
Yes. Definitely not right now. I'm not expecting you to retrieve that book now. She needs her time.
I just have to come up with a reason why I want to see the book then.
It's information that we could use. And if she's unwilling to share it, then it holds out on information that it could possibly help Crystallians or even Endurians in total. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
When do you want to enforce that Endurian, like, we have to be with someone anytime they come here?
I am currently writing down the law, or policy as of right now. So, it will be ushered out as soon as possible. I will mail it to both the High Vessel and High Lady once I finish writing and proofreading it.
Okay. And are we telling Endurians, like, do you want us to go ahead and start telling people in our kingdom about this?
Yes. Do not explain the goblin part, but do tell them that there will be a new policy of escorts.
If they ask questions, you just want me to shut them down?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe it is too early in times of peace that people should be worrying about goblins once again.
Yeah.
Hell, they even started setting up festival things. I have the festival proposal that Rowena gave me, so I do not want to worry them with these issues.
Okay.
Thank you.
She really wants me to get the apothecary book out of her hands and make a copy of it? How the fuck am I gonna be able to do that? How the hell am I gonna be able to ask about the apothecary book without it even sounding remotely weird why I want the book, when I've never shown any interest in looking at the apothecary book in the first place? Plus, if Ro ever finds out that I did this, she's going to kill me. I'm really not trying to piss off my girlfriend right now, if I'm being honest. And I wish she would just tell me why she doesn't want me being there for her. I don't know. We'll figure something out though. I'm gonna finish this thing for Todd. So, before I go retire.
Yeah.
Hey.
I heard about what happened.
About what Rose was saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I think the restrictions are fucking stupid anyway, but I don't know why she won't let me in. She won't let me be there.
I think she's just scared of you getting hurt.
That's kind of my whole job. I'm prepared to get hurt if I have to.
I know, and I think that's what scares her.
I don't really think there's anything I can do to change that.
No. And if I'm honest, I'm just after talking to Ro, and she's the most stubborn person I've ever met. But if you're going to have to push conversation.
Yeah, I was going to anyway. Probably not tonight.
No. But
if she's around either tomorrow or the next couple of days, I'll talk to her.
a little while ago, when I fucked something up with Nixie. I can't remember what it was, but it was like a month ago. I was asking Ro what I should do, and she told me that how she would want someone to show that she cares, that they care about her, is to fight for her. Or in a grand gesture, but she's stubborn. So are you, but she might just be a bit worse.
Well, and she's told me even before that how I should find someone else too. We were talking the other night and how she said how I should possibly find somebody else. Like, I don't want to find anybody else.
I know. Make her realize that.
Kind of hard to do without pissing her off, but
Sometimes it's worth just pissing her off.
getting to that point, I'm tired. I'm just... Honestly, everything that happened today when the conversation we had, it kind of made it feel like she didn't trust me at all.
She does. She's just scared. With everything with Mars, I can assume a lot of this is bringing up stuff, which doesn't excuse, but you just kind of, I guess, have to force her to listen to you.
Okay. I don't know
How
how
are you
I'm...
feeling?
I don't know how I'm gonna get her to listen to me, but I'll try my best.
That's all you can do. But are you okay?
Fine.
The past little while has not been easy.
No.
And you've been coming along for a lot of it, so...
Yeah. Well, because then
Have you been...
Bro was talking about how she didn't want to stress me out again. Like, I don't care.
Tell her that. Give your side of things and how you see everything. Because right now she thinks she's making the right decision.
Of what, pushing me away?
Apparently.
Not gonna solve anything.
I think deep down she knows that.
I don't know, I'll ask her if she'll be around tomorrow or such, and then talk to her.
Just gotta force the conversation and hope for the best.
Mm. I know, I'm tired
I've
of all
only
of
just
our...
gotten used to it.
Well, I'm tired. It gets to the point when anytime we have like a serious talk, it just kind of divulges to that area.
Mhm.
It's kind of annoying.
Let her know that. Just tell her how everything is making you feel.
Yeah, I'll sit on it for the night, and I'll figure out what I'm gonna say to her. So Nixie just asked what I was doing.
Oh. I think they might want to go to the overworld.
They're gonna be out of luck because I'm about to retire.
Ooh.
It's been a day, so there's a lot I need to think
Yeah.
about.
You should rest.
Okay, well, if you see her again tonight, don't tell her I'm gonna talk to her.
I won't.
Okay, I mean, she'll know anyway before I retire. I'll message her here in a little bit.
Mhm.
So.
I will tell her absolutely nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna go do this then.
Okay. Message me if you need anything, yeah?
Yeah.
Bye, Zack. Love you.
Bye, love you too. Shit, I almost hit the wall. I finished the fox's house. Don't worry about it right now. Fox can wait. Rose more important. A damn fox. I know it's the fox that she got me, but still. She is more important right now. Conversation will not be an easy one. However, it is one that I want to have. Everything has happened today, and the conversation that we had And in the past conversations that we've had as well. I don't want her to push me away. I'm not gonna let her. And Paula was saying how she's scared. And I get that. With all the stuff possibly about Mars coming back to her. Maybe she's afraid that, you know, I'll get hurt with what's going on with the goblin thing. But none of that really matters to me. The way that I feel and what I feel for her outweighs anything else that I could ever care about in my life. Be a goblin, be a person, anything. I don't care. And I'm done being, I don't know. I guess I'm done just sitting back. This conversation needs to be thought out in my head. And I need to really think about what I'm going to say. And come to my own conclusions and figure things out. Be assertive. Possibly piss her off. As much as I don't really want to piss her off, it might have to happen. But I need her to know that I'm not gonna let her push me away. So, no matter what happens, there's nothing on this world that would ever stop the way that I feel for her. There's not a damn thing in this world that would ever stop that.